A judge today reserved a decision on whether to allow the demolition of a historic grain elevator on Buffalo's waterfront. Instead, he ordered that the company that owns it and the preservationists trying to save it enter into mediation. We get the latest now from Channel 2's Dave McKinley.
We certainly will cooperate with what the judge has directed, and we'll be back here when the judge has the decision. Thank you.
That's the only comment an attorney for Archer Daniels Midland would offer following today's court proceeding. After a partial wall collapse in the December 11th windstorm, the company moved for and was granted an emergency demolition permit by the city for the 125-year-old Great Northern Elevator, which has been inoperable for 40 years. Preservationists moved for an injunction to prevent that, citing its historic significance.
The Great Northern goes, that's it for that historic form of elevator. And that is what catapulted Buffalo to worldwide prominence.
Some elected officials have joined preservationists in urging ADM to fully explore incentives to help offset the costs of fixing the building or even turning it into something else. And Thielman bristled at the notion that because it's their cost, their liability, and their property, that ADM should get to knock it down if it wants to.
No, I categorically disagree. I mean, they bought the building after it had been designated a landmark. They are the ones who have been negligent in not maintaining the building, so fix your building.
Acknowledging that something needs to be done and soon, but also the passion some have for the structure, the judge, instead of ruling on whether the building gets a date with the wrecker's ball, ordered both sides to enter talks before a mediator to see if something can be worked out.
I always am in favor of mediation and seeing if the parties can reach a resolution.
But the judge also said if nothing's agreed to in a week, then he will rule on the building's fate. Those talks began today, less than an hour after both sides left the courtroom. Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.